I jolted awake, heart pounding, as the eerie silence of the basement surrounded me. My mind raced, trying to process what had just happened. Diva and Amara, what were they? My throat felt raw from their sinister attack, and panic set in. I struggled against the cold chains binding me to the pipes, but they held firm. Just as despair began to consume me, a loud crash echoed from above. I heard footsteps thundering down the stairs, accompanied by the unmistakable jingle of bells. My eyes darted toward the door, and there stood a man dressed head to toe in red, his presence both comforting and commanding. "Ho, ho, ho! Merry Christmas! Need a lift?" he boomed with a hearty laugh. Confusion swirled in my mind. Was this some sort of twisted holiday prank? Before I could react, the man sprang into action, effortlessly overpowering Diva and Amara. His strength was unbelievable, and within moments, he had freed me from the chains. "Who are you?" I gasped, still trying to catch my breath. The man flashed a warm smile. "Name's Nick. Nick Kringle. I heard you could use a hand." As Nick helped me to my feet, I couldn't help but marvel at his presence. His beard was perfectly groomed, and his eyes sparkled with kindness. It felt surreal, like something straight out of a holiday movie. "Thank you," I managed to say. "I don't know how you found me." Nick chuckled. "Let's just say I have my ways. Now, we need to get out of here before those two get back up." We hurried through the grand log cabin, navigating past opulent decorations and sumptuous feasts. The smell of roasting turkey and spiced cider filled the air, making my stomach growl despite the dire situation. As we reached the front door, Nick paused and looked at me thoughtfully. "You know, what they did to you, it's not the first time we've had trouble around here. These creatures, Diva and Amara, are part of an old tradition, twisted by greed and darkness." I frowned, trying to piece together his words. "What tradition? Who are they really?" Nick took a deep breath. "Long ago, this mall was built on sacred ground. It attracted all sorts of mystical beings. Some wanted to protect the holiday spirit, while others sought to exploit it for their own gain. Diva and Amara are remnants of that darker side, trying to siphon the magic of Christmas for immortality." I couldn't believe what I was hearing. Mystical beings in a dying mall? It sounded impossible, yet the evidence was right in front of me. Nick must have sensed my skepticism, because he placed a reassuring hand on my shoulder. "Look, I know it's a lot to take in, but you're not crazy. I'm here to help you stop them and save the magic of Christmas," he explained earnestly. Before I could respond, alarms began blaring throughout the house. Diva and Amara had regrouped, their eyes burning with fury. They advanced toward us, their forms shifting menacingly in the flickering candlelight. "We don't have much time," Nick urged. "We need to reach the heart of the mall, where the magic is strongest. It's the only way to defeat them." Nodding, I steeled myself for the fight ahead. "All right, let's do this." Together, we navigated the maze-like corridors of the mansion, dodging elaborate decorations that seemed to come to life. Nick revealed that the mall itself was a beacon for magical energy, and its decline had weakened the barriers between our world and the mystical realm. As we reached a hidden passageway behind a grand fireplace, Nick handed me a small, glowing ornament. "This is a protection talisman. It will shield you from their dark magic, but you need to stay close to me." With the talisman in hand, I felt a surge of confidence. We pressed on, determined to restore the mall's former glory and banish the malevolent forces once and for all. The passageway led us to an ancient chamber adorned with intricate carvings and shimmering lights. At its center stood a magnificent Christmas tree, its branches pulsating with vibrant energy. This was undoubtedly the source of the mall's magic. Before we could approach, Diva and Amara materialized, their grotesque forms contrasting sharply with the beauty of the tree. "You think you can stop us?" Diva sneered, his voice echoing ominously. Nick stepped forward, his demeanor unwavering. We're here to protect the true spirit of Christmas. You won't succeed. A fierce battle ensued. Diva and Amara unleashed waves of dark energy, but the talisman shielded me from their attacks. Nick fought valiantly, his movements graceful yet powerful. Together, we dodged curses and retaliated with bursts of light from the ornament. As the fight raged on, I realized that the tree's magic was intertwined with our actions. The more we defended it, the stronger it became. Drawing inspiration from Nick's unwavering resolve, I found my own strength and began to channel the talisman's energy, focusing it on the heart of the tree. Diva and Amara grew weaker, their forms flickering under the intense light. With one final push, we unleashed a brilliant surge of magic that enveloped the chamber, purging the darkness and restoring the tree to its full glory. Exhausted but victorious, Nick and I stood before the revitalized Christmas tree. The room was filled with a warm, radiant light that dispelled the remnants of darkness. Diva and Amara had vanished, their malevolent presence no longer a threat. Nick turned to me, a proud smile on his face. You did it. You helped save Christmas. I couldn't help but grin, feeling a sense of accomplishment I hadn't experienced before. We did it together. As the mall began to shimmer with renewed energy, I felt a wave of nostalgia wash over me. The once dying mall was now alive with the magic of the season, attracting families and visitors once more. Looks like the holiday spirit is back in town, Nick remarked, his eyes twinkling. Before parting ways, he handed me the glowing ornament. Keep this safe. It's a symbol of what we achieved today. And remember, the true magic of Christmas lies in the hearts of those who believe. With that, Nick faded into the light, leaving me with a newfound appreciation for the season and a story I could hardly believe. As I walked through the bustling mall, now vibrant and full of life, I knew that this Christmas would be one to remember, a testament to courage, friendship, and the enduring magic of the holidays. Even after the mall was buzzing with life again, something felt off. I couldn't shake the uneasy feeling that we hadn't truly banished the darkness. Nick's words echoed in my mind. The true magic of Christmas lies in the hearts of those who believe. But what if belief wasn't enough? A few weeks after that miraculous night, strange occurrences began happening. Lights flickered inexplicably, and eerie whispers echoed through the empty corridors after closing hours. One evening, while I was locking up the JCPenney, I noticed a shadow darting between the store racks. My heart raced as I followed it, only to find nothing but the cold, empty mall. I decided to talk to some of the longtime employees, hoping they might have some answers. Most shrugged it off as my imagination, but Mrs. Thompson from Goodwill shared a similar experience. It's like the mall never really died, she said, her eyes wide with fear. There are still things here that don't belong. Determined to get to the bottom of this, I revisited the glowing ornament Nick had given me. It still shimmered with a faint light, a constant reminder of that extraordinary night. Maybe it held the key to understanding what was truly happening. That night, I took the ornament to the old fountain where I used to throw my pocket change as a kid. As I held it, the light intensified, revealing a hidden inscription. Faith binds the realms. Protect the spirit. Suddenly, the ground beneath me began to tremble, and a portal opened before my eyes, swirling with dark energy. Standing at the edge of the portal, I felt a mix of fear and determination. Memories of Diva and Amara flooded my mind, and I knew I couldn't let their malevolent presence return. Summoning my courage, I stepped closer, the portal pulling me in with an irresistible force. As I entered, the world around me shifted. I found myself in a twisted version of the mall, shrouded in darkness and silence. The air was thick with an oppressive energy, and the once vibrant decorations now looked decayed and sinister. In the distance, I could see Diva and Amara standing beside a corrupted Christmas tree, their eyes gleaming with malevolence. Before I could react, a familiar figure appeared beside me. It was Nick, his presence a beacon of hope amidst the darkness. "We need to work together to close this portal," he said, his voice steady. "The magic here is corrupted, but our combined belief can restore it." Together, we approached the tree, feeling the weight of the mall's forgotten magic pressing down on us. Diva and Amara stepped forward, their forms more menacing than ever. "You cannot stop us," Diva hissed. "The spirit of Christmas belongs to us." Nick and I stood our ground, holding the glowing ornament between us. "The true spirit of Christmas is about love, hope, and community," I declared. "We won't let you take that away." A fierce battle ensued, light clashing against darkness. The ornament's glow intensified, pushing back the shadows and weakening Diva and Amara. Drawing strength from Nick's unwavering resolve, I focused the ornament's energy, channeling it into a powerful surge that enveloped the entire chamber. With a final, desperate scream, Diva and Amara were consumed by the light, their dark forms dissolving into nothingness. The corrupted mall began to heal, the twisted decorations reverting to their original, festive glory. The portal shimmered and closed, sealing away the lingering darkness. Emerging from the portal, Nick and I found ourselves back at the old fountain, the mall now bathed in a warm, golden light. The oppressive energy had lifted, replaced by a sense of peace and renewal. I looked down at the glowing ornament, now pulsating with a steady, comforting glow. "We did it," Nick said, a proud smile on his face. "The mall's magic is restored, and the true spirit of Christmas is safe once more." I nodded, feeling a profound sense of accomplishment and gratitude. "I couldn't have done it without you, Nick. Thank you for everything." Nick placed a hand on my shoulder. "Remember, the magic of Christmas isn't just in the decorations or the gifts. It's in the hearts of the people who believe and come together. You've helped rekindle that magic here." As the weeks passed, the mall thrived like never before. Families flocked to the stores, the restaurants buzzed with activity, and the festive spirit was stronger than ever. The once dying mall had become a beacon of holiday cheer, attracting visitors from all over Michigan. One snowy evening, as I was closing up, Nick approached me with a twinkle in his eye. "You know, there's always more to do. The magic of Christmas needs guardians like you." I smiled, feeling a newfound sense of purpose. "I think I'm up for the challenge." Nick handed me another ornament, similar to the first but with intricate designs that seemed to shimmer with their own light. "This is a symbol of your role. Wear it with pride, and remember, the true magic of Christmas lies within you." As he walked away, fading into the festive lights, I felt a deep connection to the mall and its magic. The once dying mall in Michigan had become a place where miracles happened, and I was proud to be its guardian. This Christmas, and every Christmas to come, I knew that the spirit of the season would thrive, thanks to the courage, friendship, and enduring magic that we all believed in. Life after saving the mall felt surreal. Each day, I donned the guardian ornament, a constant reminder of the magical responsibility I now held. The mall thrived, bustling with holiday cheer, yet I couldn't shake the feeling that our victory was only temporary. One chilly evening in late December, as snowflakes danced outside the mall's expansive windows, I noticed subtle changes. Decorations seemed more vibrant, lights shimmered with an almost otherworldly glow, and an enchanting melody echoed through the corridors. It was as if the mall itself was awakening to a new level of magic. Curious, I followed the sound to the center of the mall, where the grand Christmas tree stood even taller than before, its lights twinkling like stars. Suddenly, the ground beneath me quivered, and the air thickened with mystical energy. The ornament around my neck began to pulse, its light intensifying. Before I could react, a spectral figure materialized beside the tree. She was ethereal, with flowing silver hair and eyes that held centuries of wisdom. "Greetings, Guardian," she spoke in a melodic voice. "I am Alara, the keeper of Christmas spirits. You have done well to protect the magic, but a greater threat looms on the horizon." My heart raced. "What kind of threat?" I asked, trying to steady my voice. Alara's expression grew solemn. "Dark forces seek to exploit the mall's magic to break free from their realm. If they succeed, not only will Christmas be lost, but the balance between our worlds will be shattered." Determined to safeguard the season, I nodded. "What can I do to stop them?" Alara extended her hand, and a map appeared, glowing with intricate symbols. "You must gather the guardians from different realms. Each possesses unique abilities essential to thwarting the impending darkness. Time is of the essence." With the map in hand, I felt the weight of my responsibility deepen. The fight to preserve Christmas was far from over, and now I had to embark on a quest that would take me beyond the familiar confines of the mall. The following morning, armed with Alara's map, I set out to find the other guardians. The map led me to various locations, each marked with a distinct symbol representing a different realm. My first destination was a quaint cafe downtown, hidden amidst the bustling streets of Michigan. As I entered the cafe, the warm aroma of freshly brewed coffee enveloped me. I approached the counter, where an elderly man, with a kind smile, was serving customers. Noticing my determined expression, he nodded knowingly. "You must be the new guardian," he said softly. "I'm Thomas, keeper of hearth flames. Our first ally." Thomas explained that each guardian was chosen for their unique connection to the holiday spirit. My next stop was an art gallery, where a young woman named Maya was immersed in creating intricate snowflake designs. Her eyes sparkled with creativity and resilience. "I'm Maya, mistress of Winter's Grace," she introduced herself. "I control the frost and snow, essential for maintaining the winter magic." The third location was an old library, where a middle-aged man named Ethan was engrossed in ancient texts about holiday lore. His deep knowledge and strategic mind made him an invaluable addition. "I'm Ethan, strategist of Yuletide wisdom," he announced. "I decipher ancient spells and protect our defenses against dark incantations." With Thomas, Maya, and Ethan by my side, our team felt complete. Each guardian brought their strengths, and together, we formed a formidable force against the encroaching darkness. Alara's map guided us, pointing towards the heart of the threat, a forgotten wing of the mall where dark energies were coalescing. As we prepared for the inevitable confrontation, a sense of unity and purpose bound us. The magic of Christmas was in our hands, and we were ready to defend it with everything we had. The night of the confrontation arrived, cloaked in a thick blanket of snow that muffled the sounds of the outside world. Guided by Alara's map, our team ventured into the forgotten wing of the mall, a place long abandoned and shrouded in shadows. The air grew colder as we descended into the depths, the flickering lights casting eerie shadows on the walls. At the center of the wing stood an ancient altar, pulsating with dark energy. Surrounding it were remnants of corrupted decorations and broken ornaments, symbols of the maleficent forces we were up against. "This is where the darkness is gathering its strength," Ethan observed, his voice tense. Suddenly, the temperature plummeted, and a sinister laugh echoed through the chamber. Diva and Amara reappeared, their forms more twisted and powerful than before, fueled by the accumulated dark magic. "You cannot stop us," Diva hissed, his eyes glowing with malevolence. "Christmas will belong to us now." Amara's voice was a haunting whisper. "With the mall's magic under our control, we will extend our reach beyond these walls." Unfazed, I stepped forward, the guardian ornament glowing brightly. "Not if we have anything to say about it." Thomas summoned a barrier of hearth flames, repelling their initial attacks. Maya called upon Winter's Grace, creating icy shards that danced around us, deflecting dark energy. Ethan began chanting ancient spells, weaving protective wards around the group. Ilara stood beside me, her presence amplifying the magic within the ornament. The battle was intense, light clashing against darkness in a spectacle of magical prowess. Diva and Amara unleashed torrents of dark energy, but our combined strengths held them at bay. Just as it seemed the darkness might overwhelm us, I focused the ornament's power, channeling it through the guardians. A brilliant surge of pure holiday magic erupted from the altar, enveloping the chamber in radiant light. The darkness recoiled, its hold weakening under the force of our unified spirits. With one final, desperate push, we unleashed a concentrated beam of light that pierced through Diva and Amara, dissolving their corrupted forms. As the last traces of darkness faded, the altar transformed into a beacon of pure magic, restoring the balance between our world and the mystical realm. The forgotten wing of the mall shimmered with renewed energy, the decorations now radiant and untainted. Exhausted but victorious, we stood together, knowing that we had safeguarded the true spirit of Christmas. Ilara approached, her eyes filled with gratitude. "You have all proven yourselves worthy guardians. The magic of Christmas is secure, thanks to your courage and unity." As we made our way back to the bustling mall, the air felt lighter, the festive spirit stronger than ever. Families laughed, lights twinkled, and the essence of Christmas thrived, a testament to the bravery and friendship that had saved the season. After the intense battle in the forgotten wing of the mall, life seemed to return to normal, or so I thought. The mall was bustling with activity, and the festive spirit was palpable. Yet, an undercurrent of unease lingered, as if something was still watching from the shadows. One evening, as I was closing up the JCPenney, I noticed a flicker of movement in the reflection of a mirror. My heart skipped a beat as I turned to investigate, but the store was empty. Shaking off the feeling, I continued my routine. However, the occurrences became more frequent. Items would mysteriously move, lights would dim and brighten on their own, and faint whispers echoed through the corridors. Determined to uncover the source of these disturbances, I revisited the log cabin where Damien, or rather Diva, and Amara had attacked me. The memories of that night were still vivid, and I knew there was more to the story. Perhaps Ilara's warnings about a greater threat were true. One night, armed with a flashlight and the glowing ornament, I ventured back to the cabin. The door creaked ominously as I pushed it open, the scent of herbs and spices still lingering in the air. Inside, everything appeared untouched since my last visit. Yet, the atmosphere felt heavy, charged with an unspoken tension. As I approached the main dining room, the room began to shift. The grand table reappeared, laden with an abundance of food, but this time, the air felt colder, and the shadows seemed to move with a life of their own. Suddenly, Ilara materialized beside me, her ethereal presence both comforting and urgent. "Guardian," she began, her voice tinged with worry. "The darkness we thought we defeated was only a fragment of a much larger force. There are ancient spirits awakening, drawn by the mall's magic. They seek to reclaim what was once theirs." I felt a chill run down my spine. "What can we do?" Ilara handed me a weathered tome, its pages filled with cryptic symbols and incantations. "This book contains the knowledge needed to strengthen the barriers between our worlds. You must gather the guardians once more and perform the ritual of binding before the winter solstice. Time is running out." Determined to protect the magic of Christmas, I knew what I had to do. The stakes were higher than ever, and the true battle was just beginning. With Ilara's instructions clear in my mind, I reached out to Thomas, Maya, and Ethan to inform them of the escalating threat. Their responses were immediate and resolute. The safety of Christmas was too important to ignore. We convened at the mall's central hub, where the grand Christmas tree stood as a symbol of our united front. Ilara joined us, her presence serene yet filled with urgency. "The ritual of binding requires precise coordination and unwavering belief. Each guardian must channel their unique powers to reinforce the barriers. The dark spirits will try to thwart our efforts, but together we can prevail. We began the preparations, gathering the necessary components outlined in the tome. Thomas ignited the hearth flames, their warmth a source of strength and protection. Maya summoned intricate patterns of frost and snow, creating a shimmering barrier around us. Ethan recited ancient spells, his voice steady as he wove protective words. I held the glowing ornament tightly, feeling its energy intertwine with mine. As the ritual commenced, the air thickened with magic. The mall around us seemed to pulse with life, the decorations responding to our collective intent. Suddenly, the temperature dropped sharply, and the shadows deepened, forming grotesque shapes that reached out to disrupt our work. Stay focused! Nick's voice echoed in my mind, a reminder of the unity we shared. We pressed on, our combined efforts creating a radiant light that pushed back the darkness. The ground trembled, and the mall's structure seemed to bend under the immense magical pressure. Despite the mounting challenges, our determination never wavered. Each guardian played their part flawlessly, their strengths complementing one another. The ritual reached its climax as Alara chanted the final incantation, her voice blending with ours in a harmonious chorus. A blinding surge of light erupted from the central tree, enveloping the entire mall in a protective glow. The dark spirits howled in agony as the barrier strengthened, their malevolent presence dissolving into nothingness. The oppressive energy lifted, replaced by a sense of peace and renewal. As the light faded, we stood together, exhausted but triumphant. The ritual of binding had succeeded, securing the mall's magic and ensuring the true spirit of Christmas would endure. In the aftermath of the ritual, the mall thrived like never before. The magic was vibrant and alive, drawing in crowds eager to experience the renewed festive spirit. The guardians, Thomas, Maya, Ethan, and I, became the silent protectors of this enchanting place, our bond unbreakable. One snowy evening, as I was closing up, Alara appeared once more. Her ethereal form radiated gratitude and pride. You have all proven yourselves worthy guardians. The balance between our worlds is restored, and the mall will continue to be a beacon of holiday magic. I smiled, feeling a profound sense of fulfillment. It was a team effort. We couldn't have done it without each other. Alara nodded. Indeed. Remember, the true magic of Christmas lies not just in the rituals or the decorations, but in the hearts of those who believe and support one another. You are the embodiment of that spirit. As the seasons changed, our roles as guardians remained ever present. Each year, we prepared for the winter solstice, ensuring that the magic remained protected. The mall became a place where miracles happened, where families created lasting memories, and where the true essence of Christmas flourished. One year, a new ornament appeared on my mantle, a symbol of our success and the enduring magic we safeguarded. It shimmered with the same light as the one Alara had given me, a reminder of the battles we fought and the friendships we forged. On Christmas Eve, as snowflakes gently fell outside, I reflected on our journey. From a dying mall to a thriving hub of joy and magic, our efforts had transformed not just the space, but the lives of everyone who visited. The guardians had become more than protectors. We were stewards of a timeless tradition, ensuring that the spirit of Christmas would never fade. As I looked around at the bustling mall, filled with laughter and cheer, I felt a deep sense of gratitude. The true magic of Christmas was alive and well, thriving in the hearts of those who believed. And as long as we stood together, the enchantment would endure, year after year, season after season.